We focused on a role of government, which was to say that government should be involved, particularly in an interconnected, instrumented and intelligent world, which Julian referred to, make sure there were good and effective standards in place. And that was the primary role of government, to make sure that those were. As well as for a second reason, which is that we think a lot of the innovation is going to take place at a local level, and that it's important to have standards. So something that emerges that's magical in Sunderland can be used in Salcombe, and not just ends up ending at that place. And I'll pass on to the rest of the group to also just comment on some of the other aspects as well.
Yeah, one of the things that we just observed really was just, in many ways, despite how transformational all this stuff has been across the global economy over the last 10 years, yet there's still quite a poor level of dialogue and debate between government and the industry, much of which is very sort of vague and aspirational, that leads to kind of government kind of leading in terms of kind of on the basis of kind of rhetoric and anecdote rather than really on evidence. And the kind of lack of any kind of hard focus on like Steve made earlier, which is what kind of economy do we want the UK to be, or what are our big challenges? And just an observation that probably worth noting that the whole basis of Japan's sort of technology and infrastructure policy is really around an aging society, and they're saying, Japan facing a huge challenge with an aging society. How can they harness technology to try and address that? And maybe that kind of very simple, clear focus on one big issue from government might help to sort of provide some more focus, so that we get to a point where we're addressing issues at a level of scale rather than simply lots of small, micro kind of innovative projects that are unsustainable over the long term and that we don't really capitalise on.